Where do I even start? So, guys, I am being attacked for defending NIO in China. You guys may or may not have known, quite recently there was that fatal ES8 accident in Yiwu, and that car just basically went super fast, ran into a pole, and it was a very severe accident. My deepest condolences to their families. The fellow NIO owner, did not survive. It was a very violent crash, and somehow the shorts, the establishment, people in China, they call them Shuijun, which are just people that are classified as NIO haters, I guess. The videos of the crash was just spread online like crazy. What was the most infuriating part was a video clip of a Russian highway explosion that had nothing to do with this thing, that was from 6 years ago, being added in for the fear factor. People watching that with boom, 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 the sound effects of the explosion, caption, NIO ES8 crash on highway, making people more scared to buy a NIO, and to tarnish NIO's image. And what's even more insane is you see a lot of these repeated comments with the exact same comment all over social media. And this is probably some establishment. They were paid money to smother NIO's reputation. So I really couldn't hold back. I kind of wanted to leave this thing alone, but I made a Chinese video explaining how the Russian video is not related to NIO. That this is two separate things. All right, don't get fooled by the stupid videos being shared online. And also talked about how the speed of the crash, 175 kilometers per hour, no matter what car you have at that speed, you're going to perish. And no matter what car, even if you drive a tank, you drive at that speed and you come to a sudden stop, the change in momentum is going to be so strong that you're going to die. That was my video, and of course it was a very comprehensive video. I also talked about how NIO has the best safety rating from Euro's NCAP testing, 5-star rating. And this was also all because, like, in China, a lot of the comments, some of the comments, people saying, oh, NIO's car is made of tofu, you know, my grandma's wheelbarrow has better quality than NIO. I mean, like, come on, what the hell? These guys did not put the speed into context. So that's why I had to make that video, that first video that I also uploaded on YouTube. You guys might have seen it, all in Chinese, explaining everything. Don't get fooled by the Russian video. And then also that the speed 175, nobody's going to be able to survive that. And I got a lot of people attacking me. And that video kind of went semi-viral in China, 20,000 plus views. And people were attacking me like crazy. Like, first of all, they were all doubting the 175 kilometers per hour speed, even though I told them, like, you know, this is like from preliminary data, and also from the way it crashes, you know, it's 175. And also people in the chat groups, NIO chat groups at that location said it was 175. So people were all doubting, like, how do you know it's 175? And saying bad stuff about NIO's quality and stuff like that. So I was attacked nonstop. But just recently, there was a sort of like a preliminary outcome from that accident. The speed was indeed 175. This was from the service store, service center. The head of the service center dude, he talked about the data from the car. Yes, it was 175 kilometers per hour. And also during that entire period, they did not detect the driver hitting the brakes. So the driver was full throttle, no braking at all. So this pretty much verified that it was indeed 175. It was a very fast collision. And all those doubters in the first video saying that no way, it's 175. You know, it's not even a highway. Like, how are you going so fast? No, impossible. It's not 175. It's much slower speed. NIO's quality is trash. All those comments, I couldn't even be bothered to respond to them, because, you know, my true loyalty was with you guys. China, videos in China is just like a side project. So let them attack me. whatever, right? But when that 175 speed was confirmed, I had to slap them back in the face. You guys were saying it wasn't 175. Here's the data. It is 175. Indeed, 175 kilometers per hour. Made a second video hitting them back, telling them it was indeed 175. No car out there, 175, when you hit an immovable pole, it ain't gonna survive. And what happened? I got attacked once again. This time, saying, oh, how can I get to 175? It's impossible to get to 175. News quality is trash. Once again, and saying really mean personal insults to me as well in the comments. There was one so damn bad I had to report that shit. These guys were all doubting, how could the car get to 175? Well, with any high-performance EVs, whether it's Tesla or NIO or Xpeng or any BYD Han or any of these high-performance EVs, if you hit the throttle super hard and you're in sport mode, 0 to 100 in less than 5 seconds, you're going to speed up really fast. But these guys cannot comprehend that. They are still trying to spread this misinformation that NIO's quality is crash. Their excuse right now is that there's no way this car could have gotten that fast. There's something wrong with the car. The quality is trash. Bro, give me a damn break, man. And then there's all sorts of comments. Are you still brave enough to drive that car? You should be too scared to drive that car now. Come on, give me a break. And in that video, I just told them I'm actually less afraid to drive a NIO than any other car. I'll be more afraid to drive any other car on the road because I know NIOs are actually the safest. But these guys are relentless, still commenting, trying to tarnish NIO's reputation, spread misinformation. So a little bit more about the preliminary report. Apparently, the data also showed the driver's butt was not on the seat, and the driver was also swirling. I can't really say conclusively as to why this accident may have happened. I can offer some hypotheses and assumptions to why I think it would have happened, but please do not think this is conclusive. What we do know is it is indeed 175, a very serious collision. So why did the customer's butt leave the seat? Well, in my opinion, it could be two reasons. First is a simple confusing the throttle with the braking. If you look carefully at that video clip, it's a highway ramp. So this person was probably about to get off that highway ramp, and she probably needed to decelerate. So she probably needed to hit the brakes. But instead of hitting the brakes, she accidentally confused it and hit the throttle, causing the car to go faster. And in a panic, she wanted to brake even more. And this probably caused her, because she's pressing the throttle so hard, but she thinks it's the brake, that she's pushing herself up like that. You see what I'm doing? This is me. I'm hitting the brakes in my EC6 really hard, full way, and my butt does indeed leave the seat just a tiny bit. So that's one possible scenario. And the swirling that they talked about in the preliminary report was probably because she's panicking. Well, it's too fast, right? She's speeding up so fast, and it's a Founders ES8, which, by the way, is one of the fastest SUVs. It's even faster than other NT1 cars. Absolutely insane speed. And she's probably swirling because she's panicking. In her mind, the car's supposed to slow down, but it's going faster. And she's going full throttle on the throttle when she thought it's the brake. So she's panicking, swirling, and boom, hits the pole. That's possible scenario number one. Possible scenario number two is if she had a health complication, or maybe possibly a seizure, which I hope wasn't the case. If they had a seizure, that person had a seizure, and then everything goes hard, her leg is hard, everything is cramped up, and her foot is on the throttle, and that would really be bad. I mean, like, rest in peace, fellow NIO owner. But those are two of my possible scenarios. Of course, these are all just assumptions from my end. We have to wait until the official report from NIO comes out. The car won't speed up unless you hit the throttle. So somehow she pressed the throttle or something else pressed the throttle. And the accident had nothing to do with NIO's quality. No matter what kind of car you have, 175 kilometers per hour, if you run into a pole, and that pole is a super sturdy, big pole, it did not move in that collision. I mean, the transfer of momentum, you're just wiped out immediately. All your flesh leaves your bone, and your organs detach from your body. Your brain gets turned into mush inside your skull. So there's no way of surviving that, no matter what car you have. And also, the fact that the car wasn't cut in half. I mean, with other cars on the road, the car is probably going to get cut in half. And also the fire, any sort of collision with that speed, you're going to get a fire, whether it's an EV or a gasoline car. Even more for a gasoline car, you probably have oil spill everywhere at that speed. Oil spill everywhere, the gasoline spills everywhere, and then there's a fire. You probably burn up several cars around you. So this is just a freak accident. I can't believe there's so much misinformation. And I try, guys. I try my best to, even in some of these misinformed videos, showcasing, especially the one with the Russian clip, which is just so stupid. I try to comment, bro, it's 175, and also that's not the accident. That didn't happen. Why are they sharing this Russian explosion video? So yeah, well, the comments are still raging in my Billy video in China. People still spreading a lot of doubtful shit on my channel there. The hedge funds, institutions, they just will not let this go. Misinformation left and right everywhere. They just want to spread it out like wildfire that we can't even put it out, and anybody that tries to put it out like me get attacked left and right, overwhelmed by comments, insults, etc. But at least you guys are informed that this has nothing to do with NIO's quality. Absolutely fantastic quality cars, full aluminum frame body, aluminum steel frame bodies in some cars, just absolutely fantastic. Safety rating 5-star. Safety is nothing to be worried about at all, especially in a NIO. They prioritize safety like crazy. I don't want to say I'm bummed down, but it is very disappointing to see how people are so ignorant and always coming out with new things to doubt here in China. They're all so easily brainwashed. It's crazy. But since you guys are here to the very end, I want to thank you guys, and I love each and every one of you guys for supporting the channel. And in the next couple days, I'll probably film a carpool video with the NIO manager. And if you have any questions that you're dying to ask, of course, more car-wise or sales-wise, all right? You can't say like, oh, what's the top secret thing that's going on at the company? He's not going to say that on camera, of course. So let me know in the comments down below. I'll consolidate some of these questions, and then once I film that carpool video, I'll probably ask him some of these questions. And don't forget to check out Daily Lab, our sponsors, and also Mumu for 16 free stocks. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.